The morning routines of highly successful people, what they do before 8 a.m. These aren't just habits, they're rituals built for focus, clarity, and long-term success. Let us break down what they do differently and how you can build your own winning routine. This video reveals what the world's top performers do every morning to gain clarity, focus, and momentum, and how you can build your own powerful routine. Chapter 1, The Power of a Morning Routine, 2 to 6 o'clock. In a world full of constant noise, unpredictability, and endless choices, the most successful people create structure through routine. They don't just leave the day to chance, they design it. And it all starts in the morning. Studies in psychology and neuroscience show that habits formed in the first 1 to 2 hours after waking directly influence productivity, mood, and decision-making throughout the entire day. When you build a morning routine, you eliminate what's called decision fatigue, the exhaustion that comes from making too many choices. Instead of wasting mental energy wondering what to do next, your brain is free to focus on what truly matters. There's also a biological rhythm at play. Your cortisol levels, often misunderstood as the stress hormone, actually peak naturally in the early morning. When timed right, this surge helps you wake up, feel alert, and mentally sharp. Combine that with movement and light exposure, and you get a healthy hit of dopamine, the neurotransmitter tied to motivation, focus, and reward. And it's not just theory. Let us look at a few examples. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, starts his day at 3:45 a.m. By the time the world is waking up, he has already sent emails, hit the gym, and reviewed his top priorities for the day. Michelle Obama, former First Lady of the United States, also starts her day before dawn. Her routine includes a 4:30 a.m. workout, meditation, and reflection, setting the tone for clear-headed decision-making throughout her demanding schedule. What these individuals have in common isn't just discipline, it's intention. They start their day on their terms, not reacting to texts, emails, or chaos. And the best part, you don't need to be a CEO or public figure to do the same. Even a 15-minute structured start, a quiet moment, a quick journal entry, a stretch, or a mindful breath can create momentum and clarity that lasts all day. Chapter 2, Wake Up Time Secrets. So, what's with all the successful people waking up before the sun? From entrepreneurs and athletes to artists and billionaires, most top performers rise between 4:30 and 6 a.m. It's not about punishing discipline, it's about creating space before the noise begins. When the world is asleep, your mind is clear. No emails. No meetings. No distractions. Just focus, reflection, and momentum, the three ingredients of a powerful morning. And this isn't just anecdotal. There's a growing movement inspired by best-selling author Robin Sharma, called the 5 a.m. Club. Sharma's philosophy is simple: own your morning. Elevate your life. He outlines the 20-20-20 formula, the first hour of your day broken into 3 parts, 20 minutes of movement to activate the body, 20 minutes of reflection through meditation or journaling, 20 minutes of growth, reading, learning, or reviewing goals. The idea: before 6 a.m., you've already outperformed most of the world mentally, physically, and emotionally. But here's the truth most people miss: it's not just about waking up early. It's about waking up well rested. Sleep quality matters more than the time on the alarm clock. You can't expect high performance on 4 hours of broken sleep, even if you wake up at 5 a.m. That's why elite performers focus just as much on their nighttime routine as they do on the morning. Let's look at a few quick tips to improve your sleep and wake up with energy. Avoid screens at least an hour before bed. Blue light disrupts your melatonin production, making it harder to fall into deep, restorative sleep. Use a wind-down ritual. This could be reading a few pages of a book, writing in a journal, or sipping herbal tea. A consistent signal tells your brain, it's time to shut down. Stick to a consistent bedtime. The body loves rhythm. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day trains your internal clock. So yes, waking up early can change your life. But only if it's paired with real rest, purpose, and a reason to rise. Because at the end of the day, or rather, the beginning, it's not about being the first to wake up, it's about being the first to focus. Chapter 3, Movement for Momentum. Let us be honest, when the alarm goes off early, movement is often the last thing we want to do. But here's the truth, the most successful people in the world don't skip it, they prioritize it. For them, movement in the morning isn't about aesthetics. It's about energy, focus, and momentum. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson hits the gym before sunrise. Cardio. Weights. Discipline. He says it's the anchor that keeps him grounded before the chaos of the day begins. Jeff Bezos, known for his sharp decision-making, also includes regular morning workouts in his schedule, using that time to build not just strength, but mental clarity. And Richard Branson, founder of the Virgin Group, swears by early morning kite surfing, swimming, or biking. He once said exercising in the morning adds 4 extra hours of productivity to his day. But here's the good news, you don't need to train like an athlete or have a home gym to benefit. Science shows even a short burst of movement in the morning can release endorphins and dopamine, increase blood flow to the brain, and boost your mood for hours. On-screen quote overlay. Exercise is the single best thing you can do for your brain in terms of mood, memory, and learning. Dr. John Ratey, Harvard Medical School. So what does this look like for you? Here are some simple but effective ways to move in the morning. Stretch for 5 minutes, loosen your spine, hips, and shoulders. Take a brisk walk, bonus if it's outside with natural light. Do a 7-minute HIIT circuit, no equipment needed. Try yoga or breath work, great for body and mind alignment. The key isn't intensity, it's consistency. Think of morning movement as lighting a fire. Once it's burning, everything, your focus, creativity, and confidence rises with it. And remember this, it's not just about fitness. It's about readiness for whatever the day throws at you. Chapter 4, Mindset and Mental Clarity. So far, we've moved the body. Now it's time to still the mind. In the early morning hours, when the world is quiet and the mind is clear, the most successful people take time to center themselves. They don't rush into emails or meetings. They don't check social media. They turn inward for just a few moments to connect with focus, clarity, and intention. Meditation, breath work, and even simple silence are part of the daily rituals of some of the world's top performers. Ray Dalio, billionaire investor and founder of Bridgewater Associates, credits transcendental meditation for much of his mental resilience. He meditates twice a day and says it gives him a level of calm that keeps his thinking clear even in high-stress environments. And then there's Steve Jobs. His mornings often began with long, silent walks. No phone. No meetings. Just space to think, to breathe, and to reflect. These moments of stillness allow your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning and decision-making, to sharpen. It's a mental reset button. And it's available to anyone for free. Even just 1 minute of intentional breathing can change your emotional state. Let us try it together right now. 1 minute breathing reset. Soft background music begins. Guided exercise spoken slowly. Close your eyes if you're able to. Sit tall, and take a deep breath in, through your nose. Hold it, and slowly exhale through your mouth. Let us repeat that. Inhale deeply. Feel your chest rise. Hold it gently. And exhale slowly, completely. Let go of tension. Let go of noise. Right now there is nothing but this breath. One more time. Breathe in deeply. Hold. And exhale. Pause for 5 seconds of ambient stillness. Resuming, that was just 60 seconds. But even in that short time your body slows, your thoughts settle, and your brain begins to operate from a place of calm. This is how the best make decisions. Not rushed. Not reactive. But rooted in clarity. And you can carry this practice into any morning even if it's just a few breaths between coffee and chaos. Because success starts in the stillness, not the storm. Chapter 5, Journaling and Gratitude. Once your body is moving, and your mind is clear, it's time to engage with your inner voice through writing. Morning journaling is a quiet superpower used by creatives, CEOs, athletes, and high performers across every industry. Because when thoughts are on paper, they stop bouncing around in your head. You create space for clarity, for direction, for gratitude. One of the most powerful tools is something called the Morning Pages, created by author Julia Cameron. The process is simple. Write 3 pages of whatever is on your mind, no editing, no structure. It's like a brain detox, flushing out clutter, doubts, and distractions before they control your day. But for many high achievers, it's not just about release. It's about refocusing on what matters most. That's where gratitude journaling comes in. Top performers like Oprah Winfrey, Tim Ferriss, and even elite Navy SEALs write down a few things they're grateful for every morning. Not because their lives are perfect, but because recognizing the good sharpens perspective and builds emotional resilience. Gratitude literally rewires your brain. Studies show it boosts serotonin, lowers stress, and helps you perform with more joy and purpose. And then there's vision journaling, used by athletes, creators, and CEOs to mentally rehearse success. You visualize the day ahead, the meeting you'll crush, the deal you'll close, the challenge you'll overcome with clarity and calm. These tools aren't woo-woo, they're tactical. They train your mindset for excellence before the world tests it. Interactive prompt. Warm and inviting. Let us do a quick exercise together. Take a moment now, and write down 3 things you're grateful for today. Big or small. A person. A moment. Even your morning coffee. Pause this video if you need more time. But don't skip it, this step matters. Continuing, journaling isn't about perfect handwriting or profound ideas. It's about connection to yourself, your values, and your vision. Even just 5 minutes with a pen in the morning can change the way you show up for the rest of the day. So ask yourself each morning, what am I thinking, what am I grateful for, and what do I want to create today? Chapter 6, Fueling the Body. You've moved your body. You've cleared your mind. Now, it's time to fuel the engine. Because what you put into your body first thing in the morning doesn't just affect your health. It affects your focus, your energy, and your performance throughout the day. Let us start with the most overlooked, yet most powerful fuel source, water. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is dehydrated. And even mild dehydration can impair memory, concentration, and mood without you even realizing it. That's why almost every top performer starts their day with hydration. A full glass of water, often with lemon, electrolytes, or Himalayan salt to replenish minerals and kickstart the system. It's a small act but a high leverage habit. Now let us talk about nutrition. Many high achievers have a signature way of fueling their mornings, often built around clean, high-performance foods. Tony Robbins, for example, starts his day with a custom supplement smoothie packed with protein, greens, antioxidants, and healthy fats. It's engineered for long-lasting energy, mental clarity, and cellular recovery. Others like entrepreneur and thinker Naval Ravikant take a different approach: tea and intermittent fasting. No breakfast. Just water, black coffee, or herbal tea, saving energy and focus by keeping insulin levels stable and digestion light. It's not about one right way, it's about knowing your body. Some successful people swear by green smoothies blending spinach, berries, nut butter, and protein for clean fuel. Others go for simple whole foods: eggs, oats, fruit, or yogurt. And some skip breakfast entirely to give the body time to reset. But the common thread: no sugar crashes. No junk. Just intentional fueling for a day built on clarity and control. Closing the chapter, so tomorrow morning, before you reach for a random snack or skip hydration altogether, ask yourself, what can I put in my body that will support my mind? Because how you fuel your body is how you fuel your mission. Chapter 7, Deep Focus and Planning. By now, your body is energized. Your mind is clear. And your system is fueled. But before you dive into meetings, emails, and endless to-do lists, there's one thing highly successful people do that sets them apart. They don't start the day by reacting. They start by planning. Before checking emails, they check in with their priorities. What matters most, not just what feels urgent. This is the difference between deep work and shallow work. Shallow work is reactive, answering texts, attending meetings, juggling tasks that keep you busy but don't actually move the needle. Deep work, as explained by author Cal Newport, is focused, undistracted, high-value effort. It's where creative breakthroughs, strategy, and real progress happen. Top performers guard their first hour of work like gold. They turn off notifications. They close the inbox. And they start with the most important task of the day. Take Barack Obama, for example. While in office, he followed a simple principle: identify the top 3 things that must get done each day and start with those. Why 3? Because 3 forces you to prioritize. And prioritization is the real secret behind high productivity. If you want a practical system, try the Ivy Lee method. At the end of each day, write down the 6 most important tasks for tomorrow. Rank them by importance. Start your morning by tackling task 1 and don't move on until it's done. Or use the Eisenhower matrix, made famous by the former US president. Divide tasks into 4 categories: urgent and important. Important but not urgent. Urgent but not important. Neither. You'll quickly realize that most of your urgent tasks are distractions, and your real growth comes from what's important but often ignored. When you begin your day with focus and intention, you move from reactive to proactive. You stop managing time and start leading it. So before the world comes knocking, pause, plan, and take control of what really matters. Chapter 8, Rituals for Emotional Strength. By now, we be moved, we be focused, we be fueled. But there's one more layer that makes a morning routine truly transformational. And it has nothing to do with productivity hacks or to-do lists. It's about emotional strength. Because no matter how organized your calendar is, if your mindset isn't grounded, if your emotions aren't stable, your day can unravel in minutes. That's why the most successful people build inner rituals designed not just for action, but for intention. Cold showers are one such ritual. Yes, they're uncomfortable intentionally so. The Wim Hof method combines breath work and cold exposure to boost stress resilience, sharpen focus, and increase dopamine levels. Joe Rogan, known for his relentless energy and mental toughness, swears by cold exposure as a way to train the mind to stay calm under pressure. Why? Because when you voluntarily step into discomfort first thing in the morning, you're signaling to your brain, I can handle anything. Another powerful ritual, affirmations and visualization. Muhammad Ali famously declared, I am the greatest. Long before the world believed him. He spoke it until he became it. Jim Carrey, early in his career, wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered. He dated it 5 years in the future, and visualized cashing it every single morning. 5 years later he landed that exact payday for Dumb and Dumber. These aren't magic tricks, they're mental blueprints. They shape your identity and train your subconscious to see what's possible. And finally, for many high achievers, spiritual grounding is a core part of their morning. Oprah Winfrey starts her mornings with prayer, meditation, and silence, reconnecting with something larger than herself. Denzel Washington reads scripture and offers gratitude before speaking a word to anyone. Whether you call it faith, energy, God, or source, it's about creating alignment. Because when you begin your day with emotional clarity, spiritual peace, and mental strength, you don't just respond to life. You lead it. On-screen quote overlay. Mornings aren't just about action, they're about intention. Success starts on the inside. Chapter 9, Building Your Routine. Now that we've explored the habits and rituals of highly successful people, it's time to make it personal. Because your ideal morning routine isn't about copying someone else's checklist. It's about creating a system that fits your life, your goals, your energy, and your schedule. Generally, there are 3 types of routines. Minimalist routines, perfect if your mornings are busy or you're just getting started. These focus on 10 to 15 minutes of high-impact habits like hydration, quick breathing exercises, and setting one clear intention. Balanced routines, great for those who want a bit more structure without overwhelming themselves. This might include 30 to 45 minutes of movement, journaling, and planning your day. And then there are performance-optimized routines designed for peak performers who dedicate 60 to 90 minutes each morning. These combine all the elements we've discussed: exercise, meditation, journaling, focused planning, and nutrient-dense fueling. The key to success: start small. Choose 1 or 2 habits to build first. Once those feel natural, stack the next one on top. And don't forget to review your routine weekly. Ask yourself, is this making me feel energized? Is it helping me focus, or is it just another chore just as needed? Morning routines are meant to serve you, not stress you. Here's a sample beginner routine you can try. 30 minutes, wake up, drink water, stretch for 5 minutes, write down 3 gratitudes, and review your top 3 priorities. 60 minutes, add a 20-minute walk or workout, 10 minutes of meditation, and a healthy breakfast. 90 minutes, include all of the above plus journaling your thoughts for 10 minutes and a cold shower. Remember, consistency beats intensity. Build your routine like a muscle. Train it daily, nurture it patiently. And watch how your mornings transform your entire day. Win your morning, win your life. Morning routines don't guarantee success, but they unlock the state of mind that makes success inevitable. You don't need to copy every habit you've heard today. Choose the ones that resonate with you. Build a routine that fits your life, your goals, and your energy. Win your morning, and you'll change your life. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you found this breakdown helpful, drop a comment below and share your current morning routine. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on self-mastery, motivation, and success delivered every week. Thanks for watching, and here's to owning your mornings.